services. Okay, if another server fail means, so one server fail means it will be providing its services to the users, right? So distributed computing is nothing but multiple clients, okay, multiple clients or the machines, they are going to be working together to solve a problems. They are going to be working in that way, right? And they are going to be distributed geographically and connected to the wide area networks, right? Wide area networks. And we have discussed this distributed computing, how it will be providing its service, what will be the differences for that. Means here, if our server crash, okay, these all are my servers, okay. Here multiple servers will be there. If one server is failed, means other server will be providing the services to the users, right? We'll show one of the image so that you can easily understand. See this distributed computing. Here we are having multiple servers, multiple servers, okay, all distributed, multiple servers are available here, okay, that are connected with the network, okay, and all other clients are also going to be connected to the network and they are going to be utilizing the service. Means here not only one server is responding to the one client, okay, multiple servers will be available here, okay. This multiple server will be providing each and every client services, okay. No need to wait for the other processor until they have complete their task, okay. They can simultaneously or within fraction of second they are getting all the informations from the servers. Means here two-way responding is going to be done. Means when client is requesting, according to that server is responding, when client is requesting and according to that servers are going to be responding, right? So if anything happened to one of the server, means other servers are going to be responding to the clients, right? So clients doesn't know, yes, that server is failed, okay, another server is going to be providing a service to me, okay. Client doesn't know these all things. These all things are done internally, right? So restoring means here whenever the server has been failed means they are going to be providing some repairs or they are going to be replacing that server with the another server. Until that server comes, okay, another server will be responding to the client, so that clients need not to wait, okay. So that clients need not to move to the another application service or the another network service, right? So mainly, for example, whenever we are using any online transactions or online shoppings, right, at that time, have you people ever been seen that application is down, server is down, okay. If that is happens means simultaneously what we will do, instead of opening the Flipkart, I will be moving to the Snapdeal, okay, like that. So here means here simultaneously they are going to be providing all the services to the user, right? If anything goes down means it will be providing immediate services to the users, right? And mainly it is a distributed transparency. Means here real reliability will be provided, trusted will be there, okay, trusted will be there. And here what will be the advantages for this distributed computing means shareability will be there. If one server is failed means another server will be providing its services to the client, right? Expandability means if one server fail means I can replace with the another server also, okay. I can add and remove, means improve performance means I can add and remove n number of servers in this particular network, right? With this we can improve our reliability and availability so that the no customers or the no end users are going to face any problems, right? And potential cost reductions will be there. So these all are the advantages of the distributed computing, right? Next, disadvantages of distributed computing means network reliance will be there. Okay, if network is proper, then definitely services will be provided to them. If anything happens to the network, means unable to provide that services, right? Complexities when means whenever we are adding and removing the servers, okay, at that time if it is increased with n number of servers means complexities will be there, and security issues will be there. Okay, issues will be there if multiple points of failures happens. Okay, these multiple points are going to be failed, and it will be providing the, so these all will be coming the disadvantages for the distributed computing, right? So distributed computing, instead of running in one machine, can be run in more than 10 machines. Okay, they will be responding to the clients, right? Why we are using this distributed computing means to overcome the problem of centralized system. Okay, centralized system, what it is happening, here we are maintaining only one machine. Okay, this only one machine will be responding to all the clients. If anything happened to this centralized machine means it will be unable to provide all the services to the user. Means here users or the end users have to wait for a long time until it has been get repaired. Okay, so or to overcome these type of problems, we are moving to this distributed computing, right? So that is about distributed computing.